Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on SOFI just several days ago on July 28th when the price of this asset was at $7.41, and as you can see we were at this very point, and my main assumption was that we might have right before the earnings report we might have a movement to the downside, during which you could accumulate your position with an anticipation of much higher price targets. Because I strongly believe that SOFI is extremely lucrative company in the medium and long-term perspective, but the short-term perspective is not so clear. And guys, take a look right here. We were exactly right here, and when I made my video, we went lower, and this movement allows us to enter the position on SOFI, enter the long position on SOFI on a more lucrative price. Then, guys, right after the announcement of their earnings report, and I have to admit that they beat expectations on earnings per share and revenue. Right after that, it had quite significant movement to the upside, during which it gained more than 12%, almost 13% to its value. Then it went back, and for now it is hovering again exactly at the point where I made my previous video, at around $7.4. But in general, we are in green depending on the average price, and I have to admit that on the bigger scale, we caught even more lucrative entry point, and it was the point below $6.6. And I told you multiple times that you could accumulate your position with an anticipation of its movement to the upside. And guys, this is another evidence how powerful technical analysis is. If you want to know more about this type of analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, for the first 100 subscribers I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, and it is the most lucrative offer, for now there is not so many people inside the Discord group. That is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you, and it is pretty much one-on-one training for the value of $450 a month, but for the fraction of this cost, for just $35 a month. And I think it is quite fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
So guys, let's take a look on the price chart again. I have to say that this price action, this spike and then the movement to the downside is not so usual for companies, but it is very common for any company right around earnings report, because we might anticipate a huge increase in volatility during these days, and then it will be another quite calm period for the next several days. And it happened exactly as intended, and that is why, guys, right before the earnings report, I never enter the position despite a quite lucrative setup. And I know that a lot of people might enter their position, but guys, believe me, we might see quite substantial volatility around these days. And even if in general your position is quite successful, we might anticipate the hit of the stop loss order during these volatility days, and this will lead to some losses on your trading account. So guys, what was the reason of these movements? I have to say that in general nothing has changed fundamentally. Let me show you SOFI earnings report, and let me quote you just a couple of paragraphs. Record adjusted net revenue driven by 46% combined growth in financial services and tech platform segments versus 5% lending growth given conservative stance. 41% growth in members and strong product innovation remain key drivers of current and future growth. And guys, take a look what did Anthony Noto say. He said, "We had an exceptional second quarter. Our relentless focus on product innovation and member growth across our portfolio of business not only drove strong results today, but we expected that they will fuel financial growth for years to come. Our one-stop shop strategy continues to deliver strong diversified growth and profitability despite macroeconomic volatility." And guys, I have to say that their numbers are quite good, and it is pretty much, these numbers are growing pretty much at the same pace that it grew previously. And this means you can rely on this asset in medium and long-term perspective. And take a look that a lot of institutional investors also want to see SOFI stock in their investment portfolios, because the most recent bar on this chart, it is the institutional ownership of SOFI Technologies. It is the highest level ever. This means more and more so-called smart money investors want to have SOFI in their investment portfolios. On top of that, guys, for now we don't have any new updates from major analytic firms. That is why we have to wait it for quite some time. I think it will be published within next several days, and depending on the results of this report, and I think the results should be quite positive, we might see the next leg, and this leg might be to the upside as well. So guys, let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, I have to say that we pretty much cover sideways from the last several days, despite this quite substantial volatility. And in general, from the fundamental standpoint, nothing has changed. We have just an improvement in their numbers that was quite expectable. That is why we don't have the trend continuation to the upside. But guys, if you zoom out to a daily time frame, or let's say 4 hours time frame, you can see that we are still in the consolidation phase right after this major breakout out of this falling bullish wedge, and we still have all the chances to hit high targets. Our invalidation point is still the same. It is below $6.8, below the golden pocket range. But in general, I don't think that we might see this movement to the downside. I still think that most likely we might see the trend continuation that should break this previous swing high at around $8.05. And we have to break all previous swing highs and the major swing high at about $10.5. Definitely it will not happen overnight, but it should happen within next several months. And that is why, guys, for now I don't see any short-term trade. Again, I don't see any short-term trade for this asset for the next several days. But if you want to buy this stock and hold it for several weeks and even months, this range is also quite decent range to accumulate your position. But keep in mind that we might see some volatility days ahead of us, and we might see lower prices for it. That is why, guys, as long as these two pivot holds, as long as this asset doesn't break $6.94 and $8.05, we are still in consolidation phase, and in the short-term perspective, it is very difficult to assume which range will be hit first. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys until next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.